Hello and hi, this is season 32 tier list, and I'm sure this at least 90% accurate on the list I'm doing for picks. So sorry for if I don't if I exclude some build on it which I consider not strong enough. Okay, no further ado, let's get started. Alright, this is a wizard tier list. Is from non-season where I collect it from 3 regions and plus some my predictions and some research. Okay, this is the latest in July 2024. The strongest is for LOD is a LOD Archon Reverse Comet, and as you can see, this is a S tiers for this one LOD, and S minus for these 5 builds, which is quite crazy for Wizard. They have 5 builds in the almost same tiers. And the last one is VYO Frozen Orb Archon Reverse. And this is okay, nothing else. This is the ammo Frozen Orb. Okay. Okay, this is a VYR set Archon. Okay, what you need to know, this is a Frozen Orb build, which I think is stronger than where we see here. From the max row, they suggest Archon Twisters, which I don't see in many seasons about Twisters, but the top pusher is using Frozen Orb, so try for your own if you want. If you want, you can check the skill about Twisters, where I will share in the description below. Now let's talk about Archon. Yeah, first thing you must use Wizard Spike because you got the source here, which you need to use it. So you cannot using the Monk Song for the build. This is first thing, and remember to have 60% cooldown reduction so that your Archon will in around 50% cooldown reduction. Why is that? This is quite good because you don't have to fully stack your cooldown reduction. You only need to go around 50% so that your Archon is down only like 20 seconds, where you deal your DPS during the downtime. I mean you deal frozen out damage during the downtime. And if you are first time, maybe I should explain this. This is because of the Swami. The bonus of Archon stack lasts for 20 seconds after Archon expires. So this is the one. And the build you can check later. Okay. I think that should be it. Power hungry, yeah. Make sure the build is quite squishy. Make sure you have to be careful when you are not in Archon form. But the timer is quite okay for me. And yeah, the different skill I use, I mean passive, yeah, is this one. So I can keep my shield up for more DPS from Skirt Necklace. Maybe you can try other passive if you want. Alright, now we talk about Typhoon Hydras, Frost Hydras. Basically, I will suggest the build you are using with Guardian set because you are fighting in a close distance without this city, where you need to keep using Barrier of Blade, and this is one of the best build in the world. And the stronger version you can play with around Ransler Folly. Okay, this is quite different, and the signature spell attack 50% faster from the belt, which benefit more. This is a stronger version, however the toughness is quite low even you are in 5000 Paragon. so I wouldn't suggest if you are in low Paragon, then better you go for Guardian. Okay, and what else I can see here? And yeah, because the build is using a source where what we call it Winter Flurry, so you can only use one hand weapon, which for the season 32 the strongest is among is a Wizard Spike, but the, the bad thing is you have to keep attacking the same enemies for the more damage. As you can see here, consecutive hit to enemy increase 10% and up to 100%. For the boss is quite good. Okay, to kill boss is quite good overall. Yeah, and nothing special. Let's see what is the passive I change. Let's see. Yeah, I am using dominance. And okay, I have galvanizing ward on the weapon as a passive, so I add on one more is a dominance, so that I can stay protecting my shield and also deflections. Hopefully we can keep our screwed necklace up for more damage. I think that should be it, nothing much. Alright, let's talk about Firebird. And this is a Firebird where I get it from the top leaderboard pushing in Europe. They are getting the best in the leaderboard, non-season I mean. So I just copy and paste here. Basically they have a 3 different skill. They use diamond skin, black hole spell steals, and force weapon. Especially these two, they are quite different from the basic one, which using Frost Nova and Familiar for the effect, like you know, elemental exposure, so that you can stack up to 4. However, with the black hole spell steal, you can even deal more damage. Let's see the damage here. 413 compared to 376. Besides, I also found that they quite using area damage on this build, and which I don't get it much. I think they are right if they doing this, and they are the top guy. Okay, so if you don't believe it, maybe you just change your area damage to some other state as you want. Alright, now let's talk about Ethereus. And I do the both setup with Ethereus, where I found that Wizard Spike are even better. Not only they attack faster, you see 1.9 attack speed versus 1.2, and yeah, they have more cooldown reduction, which affect your explosive blast. Let's see this cooldown explosive blast 212 and 175, so which mean you can cast explosive blast more often and do more damage. This is one thing. And the base damage from the both weapon end up, yeah, you see here the damage 1475, and even Mang Songs give how many is there, 300% more wizard skills, damage to wizard skills, but in the end they are getting lower. So with only the base damage, Wizard Spy already a winners. And one more thing, they attack faster. This is the second winner here. For the second more DPS things. So let's see. So I will suggest use Wizard Spy instead of Max Song. This is what is the difference? Let me check again. Yeah, Max Song is lost because they don't have I forgot to change this. When you use Max Song, Monk Song, it's a Monk Song. So when you're using Monk Song, you cannot use Argyll. So you must at least you get a shield, which is quite okay. This is damn it, where are you? This is the one. Yes. So for me, I will go for this one with no doubt. Okay. Alright. Now we talk about DMO Frozen Orbs, and this is a build which caught my attention because they are quite unique and very strong in my research, but I will keep them somewhere in S- tier, which is my tiers 141 to 145, but at estimation they are pretty close to Explosive Blast as my research, but maybe you can try it out and let me know if they are really that strong. Okay, and what we should know about the build is okay, first you don't look at the toughness. The toughness is not the real one in the D3 planners because they are not update the D3 planners yet. Why is that? Because when you have a Altar of Right, where you can gain immunity to crowd control effects, so that the attack speed won't be affected, but somehow it still affect when I have a Altar of Right assigned. It still affect my attack speed, so I will leave it like this. So you can see the toughness is very low. And the other thing is, the interesting part of the build is, as you can see from the website, they are using slow time in the list in the skill bar, where the latest one, they are using different skill, as for example Shock Pulse, Piercing Orb, and the one and they don't include what we call that slow times. Okay, that's why the toughness here is quite low without the skill assigned in the bar. Actually the build is actually when you're attacking, the slow time is activated, so you don't need to have slow time in the skill bar. What if the slow time in the skill bar? Yeah, this is the real toughness. And when combined with Stone Golem, actually the build is very tanky. Okay, you must remember the build is very tanky. Alright, but now I change it back. Piercing Orb. And yeah, the build is quite I haven't played this build before, but Frozen Orb of course. And one thing, let's talk about Ethereus. And I found out, okay, the strongest version, and we go through a fine tuning, and you can use strong arm because you have a black hole. If you want, if you want get more toughness, maybe you can go for Asnagar blood braces. This is one thing, and the interior part is you must use Wizard Spike for the TPS. Okay, and the damage quite good actually. I think maybe you can try it out. And what is the passive I change? Let me see. Okay, when you use Ethereal, yeah, I try to keep my Squid Necklace up, so I think the dominant is the best choice. If not, you can try others, because this build from my experience is quite low, so but I still think dominant will be my first choice overall. And yeah, maybe you can try it out, whether you tell me it is a S tier build or somewhere S minus. Maybe you can let me know. Hopefully they are as strong as from what I researched before. The top 4 man beta they are using in European, the 4 man metas they are using Frozen Out, DMO Frozen Out as a trash killer. So it's quite caught my attention here, and yeah, even for the solo push, DMO Frozen Out is doing quite good compared to the others. I mean compared to Hydra even, or even Tarasha. Yeah. Alright, this is the Tarasha set, and I would suggest for season 22 you use Star Packs. This is the basic skill which using the Grand Visors, and I am already done with the 2 variants, Monk Song and also Wizard Spike. And let's see for the damage, both of them are pretty close, and Wizard Spike is slightly higher as you can see here. But one thing I want to mention about Wizard Spike, which you have to stack on the same target. This is the effect here. Let's check for the weapon. Consecutive hit to save enemies, you get 10% and up to 100%. So from here I don't think I will use Wizard Spike in the Tarasha, because for the Monk Songs they are already quite close, where you don't have to stack, which I consider stronger, and except for the attack speed they are slower. These are, you must take notes. And other than that, alright, the toughness, if you go for Monk Song for more damage, but you have to consider one thing that the Wizard Spike can do is they have a lot of toughness, where you use Orb of Infinite Depths and with Explosive Blast. Okay, this is one thing. And if you want, maybe you can change to a melee distant fight, but I don't think so. I will stay with Power Hungry. This is more on practical things, so try for yourself. And why is Star Pack? Because overall Star Pack is stronger than Comet, but not much. They are basically quite close. Okay, Comet. And yeah, if for Comet you can also use Monk Song. Okay, among the strongest compared to the Wizard Spike, but Wizard Spike they have more toughness. I think that should be it. Okay, now is a LOD Meteor Comet build from Archon Reverse. This is a LOD set which using Germ's Legacy of Dreams, and this is quite interesting. What is the difference from what you can find in the website is the Dead Wish variants. This is the set, and Bazooka, which is quite different, as well as how they set up, and I'm not going to talk about these two because where I found European already done this at the top leaderboard, which am quite strong and maybe in the best in the world. So first thing, quite how to talk about it. They are quite interesting. First thing is they stack as much as possible the attack speed. For example, from the rings. Alright. As well as they are using Tau Rasha also for the attack speed. From what I can see here, the only reason they are doing this is you can not the only reason. This is one of the reasons when you're using obsidian rings, the Jordia, so you want the cooldown reduction where you need to attack quite fast. Besides that, the attack speed also for Archon stacks, where you hit the frame rate for Archons, then your Archon can stack quite a lot. For example, they can stack pretty fast. Okay, the more you get, the more stacks you get, the more damage you do. I think that should be the only reason they are doing this. Okay, and now let's go through what ethereal weapon can we use. I did with two versions. One is Monk Songs, the other one is a Wizard Spike. Nothing special about this, but Monk Song found to be the least powerful compared to Wizard Spike. As you can see, the total damage here, and thanks to the attack speed and this version, they are using Orb of Infinite Depths if you are using Wizard Spike, which give you a lot more of toughness compared to this one, which is quite like in half. Okay, and besides, you can also use Frostburn, even though you have more toughness, but you don't have to use Stone Golem. Okay, which is quite nice, and their damage is pretty high compared to Monk Song. So even though one thing only, even though you need to have a consecutive hit to enemy to increase up to 100% damage, as you can see from the bottom part here. But I don't think this is a big problem. Let's check again. The damage difference is so huge. Okay, what if I turn down a bit? I turn to 0. They are still at 48,500 compared to Monk Song 57. So I don't think I will use Monk Song. I will go for Wizard Spike with no doubt. Okay, now I want to add on more about this. Say you get a lot of attack speed from the build, okay, where you can get quite fast cooldown reductions. The benefit is one of the benefit here, you can get the cooldown for your explosive blast, especially you attack the same target like elites or the boss, where your this is a Bane of Stricken, where your Bane Stricken can stack very fast because of this one. Besides, you can cast Meteor pretty fast, and you also cast Explosive Blast quite pretty fast to stack your, on the boss or elites. And the other things I want to mention is when your account downtimes. This is I am miss looking at this. Although this is quite good toughness for the long distance fighting where you use combat. And power hungry, this is the one where I use passive as in the weapon. If you cannot survive or you think you are too squishy for that, maybe you change glass cannon to the blur, decrease damage taken by 17%, which is a lot. So it's up to you if you want to use this one, that one, this one, the blur. And what else? Yeah, I think that should be it. Yeah, one more is yeah, if you think it's a problem here, maybe you can change frostburn to a stone gullet, this one. Okay, for more toughness. How we get here? Yeah, this is huge. So by sacrifice some damage from frostburn, you change to stone gullet and you get a huge toughness, even your archon is down. Okay, what if your archon is up? This is crazy. Yeah, I think that is everything here I want to deliver. Okay, before I read out the video for Wizard, so this is the okay for S triple plus, which is quite godlike, is a LOD Archon reverse command and EU star. And for the number 2, second strongest S plus plus, maybe frozen out, but maybe you have to try it out to confirm that. And for sure is Tower Star Pack or Comet. And for S plus, FP Explosive Blast or Typhoon. And S minus for VYR Frozen Up Archon Reverse. Okay.